Hello, everybody. It's Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, and we do have some showers and thunderstorms for some areas right now. The heat is on, some record breaking heat. Not only that, we have a chance for some frost and freezing temperatures in the 7-day planner as well. And bring your questions, bring your thoughts, and well, always upload your photos to hutchesweather.com. Your forecast begins right now.
Now, a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, what a day we've had. We do have showers exiting the Rainy Lake area, thunder showers pushing off to the east. There's a couple of little blips on the radar screen as we look down into the Red River Valley. But let's sneak up into northwest Minnesota. We see one cell working its way north of Black Duck and on toward that 10-strike area out there, north and east of the Bemidji area. Otherwise, we have some spits showing up on the radar. Barnes County stretching up towards northwest Cass County. Good evening, Simon. Nathan, good to have you on board. Anita Larson, thanks so much for joining me. And I got to tell you what, it's a pleasure to be here tonight. Now, as we take a look at elsewhere across the nation, check this out. This is what's going on. We still have some impacts on the Atlantic side of the Gulf Coast states there in the Florida area, and a lot of showers and thunderstorms in the Pacific Northwest taking shape right now, as we see on the weather map making its way south to Spokane and out towards Vancouver, a very heavy batch of rain. So we have some unsettled weather to the west of us, and that is going to be heading our way and bringing some change. Jay Gamer Girl joining. And Mike Hahn, good to have you on from Mankato. Thanks so very much for watching from beautiful southern Minnesota, southeastern Minnesota at that. Now, as we take a look at Mankato in your area, we do have a couple down near Rochester showers rumbling around, but for your area, pretty quiet. And these aren't all likely even reaching the ground. Thanks so much. I'm going to throw a heart on here on my YouTube channel. I do want to ask you a question out there. Have you ever thought of subscribing to my Facebook page? I have a page for subscribers, and I'd love to have you do so. There are some big changes coming for Hutch's Weather, and you can take advantage by being a subscriber to some of the news. So not only that, but consider, if you can, becoming a subscriber rather of Hutch's Weather. Now let's get to the forecast, and for that we'll sneak over to this little weather model right over here. Now we do see those showers off to the east. Now as we put this into motion, let's see. I'll have to let this start over. Okay, I'll get to the end here, and boom, now we'll let it start over again. So there's our showers tonight. They race out toward the Dryden area, and they're gone. Quiet weather ensuing after midnight. So that's how things are shaping up. Then as we go through the overnight hours towards 4 a.m., not much to worry about there. From Montana all the way to Minnesota, and even the areas of western and northern Wisconsin. Barbie, good to have you on from Park River. Ooh, right there. That's where Hutch's hand is pointing. Thanks. Hi, Barbie. Good to have you on board. Simon, soggy West Coast indeed. Now, as we continue the forecast into your afternoon hours, notice this. A couple of thunder showers start along this same boundary that we saw today. So that kind of lingers in the same spot. Boom, we'll get a few thunder showers. But for the rest of us, the heat is on again, folks. Some temperatures today we'll look at in a second. But it's going to continue the next couple of days. Out to the west, late, we'll start to see a change. Low pressure starts developing in Montana. That'll bring some shower chances to northern Montana, basically Glasgow, all the way out towards Helena, and all the way up towards Winnipeg and Brandon, Manitoba there as we go into the time frame of your Thursday and Friday. So now as we sneak into that Friday forecast, check it out. All the moisture stays to the north. The heat is on big time, but it continues to deteriorate out in the western counties each and every day that we go out. So that's a look at that forecast. Now let's get back to our temperatures for today, because it was a sizzler, and I'm not joking. Taking a look at my North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network friends data here, we do have 86, that high temperature that Hutch had on that 7-day planner for us yesterday, and that's what we hit in North Fargo. Look at this, even warmer in northern Cass County, 88. Geronimo, hey, I love you on Facebook, and follow me there too. Good to have you on board no matter where you are. There we go. And that's appreciated very much, Geronimo. Thanks so much. So now let's take a look at your temperatures elsewhere. Bismarck and in the Mandan area, those temperatures there were mighty toasty as well. 80s across the board. Some cooler weather, though, out in the oil patch and out near the areas out by Medora, Bowman, all the way up into the Williston and Watford City areas, some 70s. Out to eastern Minnesota, temperatures down in Lakes Country here, low 80s out there. For a summer-like but gusty day. How gusty, you might ask? Go ahead and ask. How gusty? Let's take a look at those gusts right now. We'll take a look at those, and then the peak gusts today. Right now, wind tapering off just a little bit. I'm glad with that, but you know what? I just took Pedro for a walk, and my hair still on my head. we're looking pretty good. But the peak gusts today, over 30 miles per hour here in Cass County. Same thing for Grand Forks and Polk County. How about some 40-mile-per-hour burps from the atmosphere today? Those gusty winds helping to heat things up. Heidi Dragonfly, howdy to you. And speaking of that, let's take a look at some awesome photos that were uploaded. Yeah! Thanks for taking part by uploading your photos of spectacularness. Is that a word? It is now, because it's a Hutchism, and Hutch said it. All right, we have all kinds of wild things going on, and because of you being a part of the broadcast, you head over to hutchesweather.com and you're uploading photos. First of all, I cannot bear to tell you just how awesome things were. Oh, look at this guy. Now, you know what, Audie, thank you so very much. And your Spirit Lake Casino out there taking 10-1. That's today on the shores of Devil's Lake. But just look at that little fella. Looks a little skinny. And a lot of you brought up some great comments on this post that I put on my social networks out there, that maybe this is a bear that snuck south out of Canada from the fires. He looks a little bit on the skinny side out there as we're heading into the cold season. I sure hope he catches some fish and some walleye or whatever out there and gets some meat on them bones out there. But thank you, Audie, so very much for sharing that photo. Now, the Northern Lights have just been nothing short of amazing. Check this out. This was from a couple of nights ago. Kim, thank you very much. Dilworth, Minnesota. You can see out there the beautiful colors in the skyline. And we got these from all over the place. Check out Lake Ida, Brianna Johansson. Thank you so very much. Look at the colors glistening off of the water surface out there. Absolutely stunning. And there was even more where that came from. Grand Forks city limits. Look at these spires. And if you look really closely up here, you see that little streak across the sky? Allison, I believe what you're looking at there is a satellite. Satellites tend to move fairly slow. So if you had an exposure of, say, I don't know, 15 to 30 seconds, a satellite moving slowly across the sky would do that. A shooting star, if your exposure was longer than, say, 5 seconds or so, it would show up as a real long streak on there. So that's my guess. My professional opinion is that's a slow-moving satellite there in the upper skies. And look at those colors. The Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis, just absolutely stunning. Check this one out as well. A lot of folks out there enjoying those Northern Lights. And Kathy, thanks for joining from Grafton. Hello, Shirley from Moorhead. Heidi, beautiful Aurora chasing. They're already out. Thanks so much, Heidi, and thanks for considering uploading your photos to hutchesweather.com. Jennifer Johnson in Grafton shared this. Samsung S24 Ultra on the way home. You know, even your cell phone's capturing them. You know those puppies was a barking out there if the cell phone is capturing. Great imagery from these out there. How about near Bemidji? Count on Heidi to send me what's going on up there. And look at this. Rick, thank you for stars. Salute to you, my friend, and thanks for watching on Hutch's Weather. Got to tell you what, this was a G3 storm the other night, and it brought the amazing colors. This was from the 30th out there as we went through, and this was at midnight. So midnight a.m. on the 30th, that would have been the other night. Now check this one out. Sometimes you can look at the clouds. Hutch loves to do this, as well as the Northern Lights, and you see a shape. Put in the comments here, what shape are you seeing out of this one? Heidi snapped this one near Bemidji. What do you see? What does that look like to you? I'd love to see your comments on that while we continue to go through your forecast. Will the Northern Lights come to Glendon area ever? LOL. You know what, Glendon, you got to get a little bit away from the city lights of Fargo. You want to look to the north, not straight overhead. Look to the northern sky, and that's usually where you'll have the bestest luck, says Hutch, when it comes to that. And my good friend from Fargo, Moorhead, this is Nathan Rita. Thank you so much, Nathan, for sharing this mostly moony shot. What a delightful view of the moon it is. I think I see some cheese up there. Maybe the man in the moon. Lake Sally looking mighty spiffy as we head into the beautiful fall colors out there. Thanks so very, very much to all of you who have contributed some very fine photos on hutchesweather.com. Now we'll get back to business of your forecast. We talked about that. The hour-by-hour forecast shows dry, but we did talk about heat. Let me show you just how hot we're going to get. 64 degrees in Fargo in the morning, 63 Grand Forks for your Thursday. We'll see some clouds out to the east and some northern lights across the area already out and about is what I'm hearing right now. 59 Grand Forks, 59 in Jamestown Valley City, 58 for Devil's Lake, and a little cooler off to the west where we'll definitely have a little bit more in the way of clear skies. Calming wind for your day tomorrow, where you'll have 30-mile-per-hour winds in the valley and east in the morning, and those will taper off to 10 miles per hour. Look at the heat. Woo! I can feel myself sweating right now. That there is 89-degree burger out there. That's going to be very close to 90. 90, your record high tomorrow. So I'm saying there's a chance. There's a chance of seeing high temperatures in our area, particularly in the Southern Valley where you see this almost white color there. White hot, we'll call it. Lakes Country, 80 to 85 degrees. Bemidji, we're talking 79 degrees for you. And it does look like we will have an isolated thunder shower chance way up here in the North Shore, as we showed you on the hour-by-hour forecast 7-day planner. Looking like this. What's all this color? Just get out of here with this color. This is too much color. I can't handle it. Okay, let's go over this. Thursday and Friday are red because we could see near record highs both days. Isolated thunder chances mainly out to the west and into the northern valley by the time we get into the evening hours. So keep that in mind. Then on Saturday and on Sunday, I do anticipate green. What's green? Well, that's wet weather. So for some of us on Saturday, light showers, not the heavy variety, light showers will still be on the warm side of this weather-making system on Saturday. But then as we go into Sunday, look out! Take a look at the changes going on here. Wow, I can't even believe it. 70 degrees in the morning when you rise and shine, and then dropping off to 55 when you get off. So you're up early in the morning watching the Vikings play football somewhere across the overseas and over the big pond over there. You go out to do some chores in the afternoon, and we got rain. That's our best chance in the valley at seeing rain. The heaviest rain will be up north. We're going to go over the rain forecast here in just 1 second, one day at a time, because look at this nonsense. Temperatures slip sliding away. Oh, yes, they are. And now look at that. That's freezing temperatures. Bye-bye, mosquitoes. That's right. We got a mosquito clearing forecast here from meteorologist Hutch Johnson as we get into the middle of next week. I think we'll be down in the 30s, seeing some frost in places on Tuesday and a very good chance of some freezing conditions for some heading into your hump day. Now, what about all this you say about this rainfall? Let's go to the European model, and we're going to take a look at a couple of things with regards to the rainfall forecast. Now, what you're looking at here in these colors is going to be the amount of rain expected over a 24-hour period that ends, and we'll start this. Let's start on Saturday morning. So this will be the rain expected between Friday at midnight and Saturday morning at midnight, mainly up in Brandon, Manitoba. Okay, got that? Popeye's chicken. What's up from Colorado? Popeye's chicken. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I like spicy chicken. There ain't no question about that. And I hope things are going good out there in Colorado. Go Broncos. We got us a W on Monday Night Football. I was really happy. Can you tell? Yes. We're back to 2-2, baby. All right. So Friday's rain chances staying mainly way up to the north of the international border. Can't rule out a few sprinkles here and there of little significance. Now let's go from Saturday morning at midnight to Sunday morning at midnight. Oh boy, out west, Big Sky Country, Montana, Glendive, Sydney, Watford City, Williston, all the way up in the general direction of you folks in Minot. You'll be kind of split by the showers in your area. Then you get out here up into the Can-Do, Towner County area, and also Belcourt. You folks in Rolla, a fairly good chance at seeing some scattered showers and storms in the forecast there. Notice the Valley, Grand Forks, and Fargo, nada. Very little in the way of rain here. So the Friday night, Saturday, no big deal for us. Saturday night into Sunday at midnight, not a big deal for us. But here's where we get the chance. Sunday. Look at the valley. Soaking it up as we go into Monday. The best chance of rain, central North Dakota into northwest Minnesota. Southern Valley has a chance of rain, but it don't look heavy. But our neighbors to the north, Grand Forks, Polk County, Marshall County, Walsh County, all the way up into the Kitson County area, we're talking, well, a good soaker out there. That's what it looks like. Now, these models, I will caution you, are putting numbers on here, 1 to 2 inches of rain. Think of that as the upper limit for isolated places. I do not think we're going to see every location in this entire area get 1 to 2 inches of rain. In pockets, we'll see that, and maybe even a little bit more in isolated locations. But these longer range models, like the GFS or American model and the European model here, tend to overblow the aerial coverage of the heavy rain. So that's just a little tidbit from Hutch. And that's how it looks. Now, what about Monday and into Tuesday? Is it still wet? Oh, no. Is it going to come into Fargo? What does it mean for you? Watch where it goes. So, south parts of the valley, southern and central Minnesota, not a great chance of rain as we go through the weekend. The better chance, north and west. And that's not just on this model. We'll swing on over and take a look at that American model and see if it concurs. So, as we go from Friday night to Saturday morning, up north. That's where it is. Same thing. Looks exactly the same. Now, when we go into Sunday, here we go, out west. This model doesn't have it coming up as far north, but it certainly is hitting the Black Hills with some rain. And then as we go into your Monday, Sunday looks like the wet day. And again, it keeps it in the same spot. Both models agreeing. Hutch agrees as well. I think the best chance of appreciable rain of an inch or more reach from southwest North Dakota through Bismarck, through the Devil's Lake Basin and areas north of Grand Forks. And that's the way I see it. That's your forecast. Now coming up tomorrow, you know what? It is another special day out there. You want to check out Hutch's Weather Kid program at 4:30. Cannot wait to do that cannot wait to show you that. And if you have a kid that would like to sign up to be a Hutch's Weather Kid, head on over today to hutchesweather.com. Now I want to show you where this is because our website is undergoing a little bit of change. You can get your fall colors on here, but not only that, there's more. You got the interactive radar where you can zoom into International Falls and Rainy Lake and you can see those showers exiting the area. Hey, there's not only that, but it is the winter season coming up. We could get snow in the forecast now. And because hutchesweather.com and my good friend Joe have put together the contents you need, and my friends at OK Tire Stores from across the region, well, your road conditions reports are right at the top of the page. All winter long, you can count on Hutch's Weather, hutchesweather.com, to keep you up to date with the very latest. So keep that in mind. Now, as we go down to the bottom of the page, you can sign up to be a Weather Kid in the Weather Kid section here. Now, you can watch Weather Kid videos. You can sign up right here, and Hutch wants you to help him figure out this wild weather that we have. So if you're between the ages of 8 and 18, I'm sorry, Uncle Leroy, you got to be 18 or younger. So you kids, be brave. Help Hutch do the weather, and I can't wait to help you out, and I can't wait to have your help. This is where you sign up right here, and then I look forward to hearing from Hutch to schedule a time to help me do the weather. That is a look at your weather. I appreciate each and every one of you coming on to join me. And remember, consider subscribing to my Facebook page and becoming a subscriber, not just a follower, that I encourage too, but a subscriber. And there will be some rewards to that coming up. I'll have more information as we go through. Bonnie, thank you so much. You all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you in the morning as we get ready to be close to record highs tomorrow. As you take a look at that 7-day forecast, you're going to see those record highs are within reach. As we take a look at your forecast for tomorrow, the sunset 7:04:89 is the forecast high, and on the 7-day, tomorrow's record in Fargo, 90. We're going to kiss 90 degrees with an 89-degree day, but we'll challenge more records on Friday as well. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Thanks so much.
This has been a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Hutch's Weather. Anywhere, anytime at hutchesweather.com.